Hi, my name is Trevor Feddersen and I'm here today for my instructional video on projected media. The most used tool combination I use in my classroom is the document camera connected to a ceiling mounted projector. This right here is the setup that I have in my classroom. Most of the time I also have a video monitor that allows me to see what's being projected on the screen behind me, and then that way I can project my voice forward and never have to turn away from the class. Document cameras paired with the projector really are a great tool, and they are an asset in a classroom for teachers. They allow teachers to take normally what was used as individual assignments and it turns them into class assignments, creating more discussion, interaction, and maintaining student attention. Student becomes the active learner, and this technology makes a formative assessment a seamless part of instruction. It's a really easy setup. The camera uses an HDMI cable. It can go through my computer and then it goes right up to the projector, so it's really easy to set up. It's beautiful also because I don't have to have it hooked up to a network. There's been often times where I've gone to different campuses and I'm unable to hook up to the network, and because of that, I don't have access to my network files. But the beauty of the camera is it's just a plug and play right in from my computer to the camera, right up to the projector, and I'm good to go. Some of the really cool features that this camera has is it has the ability to freeze. It has the ability to zoom in and out with automatic focus. I can bring in a preloaded SD card, plug it into the document camera. The camera immediately loads what's on the SD card, projects the images right onto the screen. The optics at the head are so incredibly accurate, really. I can use it as a video recording device. So just by simply turning the head, I can actually record students, I can record an interview, I can get them on video, and I can get them on audio. It's a pretty all-round spectacular tool that we use quite a bit in our classrooms. One of the really nice features that I like about this particular unit is we use a lot of handouts in my class. And what I do is I'll place the worksheets right on the desk and I project it up onto the screen. I freeze the image, and then what that does is it immediately allows the students to be interactive. Even while I'm handing out the worksheets, they're already seeing what is coming to them. So they can already begin to process what I'm handing out. The beauty then is when I return back to my desk, I ask them to begin the worksheet, and as they begin to interact amongst themselves through the worksheet, what I'm doing is I'm very carefully going through the worksheet myself and unfreezing the worksheet every once in a while and showing little bits and pieces of process, allowing the students to see a little bit of the process, and then I freeze again, allow them to go back to their own worksheets, and I will continue that process until the worksheet is completed. And that allows me to be interactive with the students and allows them to be interactive with me as well. Now, some real pluses that I have found with the document cameras is not only are they good for displaying paper printouts and slides and transparency, but the beauty is I can just pull out, we use our building code quite a bit, and I pull out building code worksheets and immediately, just by freezing and unfreezing, I can pull out a worksheet, immediately reference to a page number, freeze again up onto the screen, and the beauty is I can do that with documented Word type worksheets, or I can use images. The beauty with the images is when I freeze them, I can roll up my screen and use the whiteboard in behind, and now I can use the whiteboard as another tool and manipulate the image by either using the whiteboard, or I can do live manipulations right on the camera by going unfreeze, going back again to the worksheet, and now whatever I'm doing on my desktop is immediately being transcribed up onto the screen. So it's a real fantastic tool for giving live presentations. A lot of what I do as well is displaying three-dimensional objects. So we take a look at part of our carpentry is we have an aspect of cabinetry, and in cabinetry we have a lot of different kinds of hardware. And instead of having hardware that I pass around the class, what I do is I just demonstrate the hardware right up on the screen. And so what I'll do is I will just white out the back of my desk so that what I am demonstrating becomes very clear. This here is called a barrel hinge, and what I can do is put it right onto the screen, and now the students not only see an image of it, but I can move the hinge around and show them exactly how it works. It keeps everything real time, and it shows them everything three-dimensional, and it's very bright. I can display and save live images. So if a student really wants some of my worksheets, what I will do is I will save the image. And so what I can do right on my the unit here is I can hit capture, I can hit record, and I can hit freeze. Every time I hit capture, what that does is it will capture an image and it will store it to an SD card. If I hit record, the projector will not only record video, but it will also record my voice, which is a really nice feature. At the end of the class, if a student wants a part of my lecture, I can download that part of the lecture, put it onto an SD card, give them the SD card, they take it home, they can review it on their own time, and that just gives them a little bit of extra review at home if they so desire. The other really cool thing that I find is the ability to zoom in and out. Back to this previous worksheet that I had here, you'll notice that I have this rafter worksheet here. And the rafter worksheet right now is zoomed right out, and I can show the whole worksheet. But if I want to have the ability to concentrate, let's just say on this corner here, this intersection of the ridge and the commons, I can hit this zoom button and zoom right in on a specific part of the image, hit the focus, hit freeze, and then again I can either roll up the screen and use a whiteboard, or I can hit unfreeze and do some live manipulations of the image right on the overhead projector. I find that in the classroom, this document camera and projection combo is by far the best tool that I have, and I really encourage you to get one if you can. Thank you very much for your time.